podcast. My name is Derek. As always, this is my co-host Dalton Brown. Rolling in a little late to the meeting here today. I'm just messing with
Come
you.
on, right on time.
We're following up on the Rutgers and Purdue game played in Piscataway. Purdue wins 81-65 in a game that, outside of the first 10 minutes, wasn't very close at all. Purdue got off to a hot start, and then Rutgers really turned it on. We're watching the Minnesota IU game in the background right now. Minnesota's currently beating IU. As we all it's just so unfortunate for them. I will preface this recap by saying I was watching this game in the lobby of a Holiday Inn for a work thing, drinking a bottle of Fuzzy Zeller's vodka as he passed away recently with a group of guys. So I was watching this on my phone, kind of in the background. I did get a little bit of rewatch today on that, how they cut it down so it's only about 45 minutes long. But Dalton, what were your thoughts on the game? Initial thoughts, takeaways, reactions, anything of the sort?
Yeah, we ran spaces on Twitter at halftime. It was pretty good. Old Saluki jumped in there. It was it was small, but we're working on it. We'll be there every halftime to talk to you, just to give you a heads up. The game outside of the first, let's see, I don't know, probably 6 minutes. There wasn't really too much worry. Uh, Rutgers got it to 20-19, and the rest was pretty well all Boilers. 20-19. That was after they went on that 10-0 run I just brought up. Probably the low point of the game. We had a strange lineup in. Not really strange, but not not the guys. And Omer was playing a little bit of hero ball during that time, so which he does, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, he does. He gets that like look in his eye, like I'm gonna go get
Yeah,
mine.
I'm a pro. You're
Yeah,
not. So
100%.
it was a good game. I wish, like, I commented on Boiled Sports Post, and I was like, I just wish we would murder teams.
Yeah,
Like, I hate the hang around, dude. And it seems like Purdue's done that for so long. Obviously, I mean, we blew out Eastern Illinois and Texas Tech, but it's like, do that against everyone.
well, yeah, I think I wrote it down. We got up 4 minutes in the second half. We were up 25, and then it's like we just completely let off the gas. And Painter even I think spoke about that a little bit. And what I caught of the press conference, it was one of those press conferences where you could barely hear anything. Um, but he said something about he really didn't like the way they played down the stretch of that second half. And I don't know how you could have liked it. You're up 25, you end up winning the game by 16. Hoorah! You cover the spread by half a point. But in the end, once you got up 25, their spirits were gone. You should have buried them. It should have been a 30 point victory, no problem. Just I think, and I hate to say this because it's going to sound worse than it is. There's a part of me that just thinks these seniors kind of just know sometimes, and they coast a little bit in these games where they're like, we're going to win. We're up 20. And that can come to bite you at some point. And I think until it does bite them, you're going to see it a little bit, and then it might flip. But all in all, you get a victory on the road. These games, obviously, Purdue's been 2-6 in these games on the road. The first Big Ten game on the road here recently, 2-6. So I mean, to go get the win, even though it is Rutgers and they are bad, still, important to get that victory. You start off the season 1-0. Now you go play what I think is a terrible Minnesota team, but they sure are showing IU what's up. Up 7 with 44 seconds left, but it doesn't really matter. You got to win the games. It's just like this Indiana Minnesota game. Indiana probably went in here thinking, oh yeah, we're ranked, we're back, baby. And then you blink your eyes and you're down 7 with 45 seconds left, and you're like, oh shit, what are we gonna do now?
These are D1 players. It's like I
Yeah,
said, on the last episode, the preview for Rutgers, it's like, yeah, okay. It means nothing. We saw it with Syracuse and Tennessee last night. It's like, it means nothing. So you got a number by your name. So you got a 0 on your record. You got to show up and you got to play the game. And I think we did. And it was really great to see Liam Murphy come in and just Liam
Stroke
Murphy
one.
one.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, just he didn't get up, he didn't do anything wrong last night. The shot, he was running the offense. He played within the offense,
Yeah.
and
And he's not
that
the creator that Benter is.
no, but you give him 2 inches and it's
Oh,
going
he's
up.
he's the shooter. He just
Yeah,
isn't
I
the
mean,
creator.
yeah, I saw a photo of Jack Benter wearing a cutoff sweatshirt walking around outside in 28-degree weather. So
That's
I wonder
good.
wonder
He's the
why he
guy
was
in
sick.
Yeah, he's the guy in high school that wore shorts every single day
I
in the winter and was like, I don't know why I get sick so much.
Yeah, we need to. Somebody needs to keep an eye on that kid.
Yeah, slap him in the head once or twice or something.
Yeah,
But
Braden
yeah, I
Fletcher.
agree. Murphy just looks, man, every shot that comes off that dude's finger looks good.
I think it's going in every time, and even if it doesn't, I mean, I we dominated that game 11-6 on the offensive boards. Um,
Yeah, and early it was even worse than that. I mean,
yeah, that's
we were getting everything. Like the first 5 minutes, it was absurd.
you give Purdue 11 extra possessions,
Yeah.
probably gonna lose that game, man. Um, I don't know. I did. I don't know. Sometimes on defense, like just there was points where I was like, cut the drive off,
Yeah.
pick a spot and beat your man to it. And it seems like our guards can't do that. They want to run them into somebody. Well, then you get people in foul trouble.
Yeah.
You play a good team like we're going to Iowa State. You run straight into Clough or DJ. DJ loves to reach over. There's 2 fouls on him quick. And, we've got 3 guys that can play that role, obviously, but I don't know. I was happy with it. I'm always critical.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of both of our style. You're probably a little more on the doom and gloom side than I am even, but I'm always, even in a victory, gonna find something that I'm like, ugh, could that get us later? Kind of like you said, we play with our food sometimes, and it's like, I get it, down 30 and the subs come in and it happens, but that didn't happen in this game.
Yeah.
Our starters got beat for portions of that second half, and I was like, and it wasn't really like a skill level or them dominating. It was just an effort thing at times.
Yep.
And kind of just guys being a little checked out, in my opinion. Like, oh, the game's over, blah, whatever. Like you see early in these games, like TKR is an animal and he is
Yeah.
going after everything. And then it kind of fades as the game gets out of reach. He doesn't have, which is fine. You don't want injuries. You don't want to get stupid things that happen. But all in all, there's things we could talk about on the negative side. We don't want to make this negative. I mean, it's a 16-point road win in the Big Ten. Any
Yeah.
road win in the Big Ten is a good win.
No,
Don't
I
care who it
agree.
is. Don't care when it is. It's a good time. I mean, we played 10 road games in the Big Ten or whatever. So
Yeah.
we've got one of them already. You
One's
know,
out of the way.
yeah. And is it an easy team? Sure, but this team's probably going to get better, and they're gonna pick somebody off they shouldn't beat. It's going to happen. It happens every year, just like Minnesota's about to do to IU. These teams find a way at home to win a game they shouldn't win it. We saw it when we were number one 4 years ago, and Ron Harper Jr. hit a half court shot. It just happens. So to get that out of the way in a game that we haven't done well in these first Big Ten road games, it's a sigh of relief a little bit
Yeah.
because you would have hated to lose this game and then have to go play Iowa State, end up losing, and now all of a sudden you're 7-2 and you're like, shit. Like,
Yeah.
are we? What are we?
We're ranked 17th. That's what
Right?
we
Yeah.
are.
And all the haters are hating.
Because
Um,
everybody, I mean, wants Purdue to fail. Like,
oh
if you look at anybody online, like, they're still questioning. So, which,
yeah,
who cares? I
yeah.
mean,
I don't care, but I mean, I want to win a national title because all that
right.
goes away.
Yeah.
Because really, what it comes down to is Purdue's been really good for 4 or 5 straight years, been a top ranked team, and everybody thinks, oh, they don't deserve it. They can't win the big one. Well, we were just in a national title game. Like we've been to like the Sweet 16 every year. We had one crazy loss, and it happens. But anyway, we'll move past that little random stuff there. But did you have anything go on this week in your personal life? We'll get to stats here shortly, but we kind of skipped over that part. Anything going on with you? Everything good? I know you're celebrating your son's birthday this weekend, so
Yeah, Friday my son turns 13. Pretty crazy stat
Wow,
there, dude.
man,
That's a little weird
teenager.
for me, but no, other than that, we've got a huge Samsung job that we're pouring right now. So I have to be out there to make sure no one does anything stupid. So
Oh yeah.
that's pretty much what's going on with me. How was the conference? You and the boys kick it?
Yeah, we had a good time afterwards. I mean, the conference sucked. We went to Ford's Garage in 8. Never been to one of those. That was kind of cool. You know, it wasn't. It's not like super great food, but it's a pretty cool place. Um, Went into a Total Wine to get some alcohol. Biggest place I've ever been into as far as wine goes. So that was blowing. I didn't know a place like that existed in the world. I mean, it was Kroger's worth of alcohol.
Yeah.
Absolutely mind blowing. And now I know why everybody in Noblesville and Fisher is always fucked up. So
Sounds
Minnesota in
awful to me.
yeah, Minnesota does end up winning, beating IU by 9 points, 73-64. So huge revelation there. Nothing could make us happier. So if you want to just end the recap now on a really high note, IU just lost to Minnesota. They are
Oh,
storming the court.
oh my God, they're storming the court.
You know, because actually, I think every time Minnesota wins a game, they storm the court. It's just so rare. But glad to
Oh
see
my.
guys out there dressed up. I don't know why they're all dressed up.
It's like Silent Night, bro.
Yeah, it's
So
Silent Night, but in Minnesota,
we're
there's a
trying to get
giant
tickets.
LeBron face being waved around.
If you
Um,
know anyone that has tickets to Taylor's Silent Night on Friday, hook
Hit us
us
up.
up, dude. We will pay for those
I will pay
tickets.
for the $10 ticket. I'll pay
Yeah,
more than $10.
I'll pay more. They're sold out, man.
Oh, I
Um,
looked up how you get those tickets. You have to basically be a student or faculty because they get first dibs, and then they get first dibs at the second dibs to buy for friends and family.
I
So
figured it's not a big gym. We poured a lot of concrete down there for new dorms and stuff. It's a
mhm.
really nice campus, and it's really
Yeah,
close to Marion. It's like not as far away as you'd think. So
yeah. I mean, I went there for basketball camp when I was a kid, and I mean, we played practiced in that gym, and yeah, it's a glorified high school gym. And whoever this person is, Champy, blah blah blah, Arizona will host slap Purdue. Okay, well, thank you.
sweet, dude. Yeah,
Thanks for
thanks.
watching, my guy.
Cool. Another
Appreciate
viewer.
you.
They're gonna hoe
Appreciate.
slap them.
Yeah, if you don't go subscribe after putting that and we put it on the
Yeah,
channel, then
that's
you're a punk
hilarious.
little biatch, dude. My son's
Braden.
on here. Jameson saying he's here. He said when Braden made that fade 3, I think he got confident in himself. Um, so he just kept shooting dump shot. Okay, well, the fadeaway
That
3 was sick.
that took a
I will
dark
say.
turn.
Yeah, I did. I did. Thank you, Jameson. The fadeaway 3 was nasty. And he did
JMO
actually
Braden
miss.
he was 50% from three, JMO.
Well, he
That's
was 3 for 3 though.
yeah,
So
that's a
maybe he's
really
right. You know, it could be a good take. He got
it's a
confident
good
after that fadeaway and was like, "I'm going to just start shooting." According to my son, who's 10, dumb shots. So
those
Braden, if you're
are
listening, you want some advice?
dumb
Don't shoot dumb
shots.
shots, dude. um, that's hilarious. Okay, so let's move into the stats. Let me get these pulled up here, and we'll kind of roll through those real quick. Obviously, not going to spend all day on Rutgers, but let me scroll down here. Okay, so one thing I wanted to start with Rutgers, um, Haroon Zerno was, I believe, at one point committed to IU, um, but looked good in this game, in my opinion. He's one of the only guys on their team with a plus minus that was solid, +8 in
Yeah.
15 minutes. 3 for
Yeah.
5 from 3, very efficient. Added a couple assists, did have 2 turnovers, but to me, and like I said, I only caught bits and pieces live, but when I rewatched it, he really seemed like the guy out there giving them a spark in that second half where they, in that run where they kind of, chop back into the lead. So what were any thoughts on anyone specifically on their team that you wanted to talk about? I mean, I wasn't really super impressed by anybody. Even Dylan Grant to me was and I think Purdue did a good job on him. But what were your
Yeah,
thoughts
they
on Rutgers?
they just came out shooting hot. They were at home. I mean, you got that comfort level at home.
Hmm.
That Zerno kid, he was a bucket, man. He was
Yeah,
getting pretty much whatever he wanted out there. So um, against a better team, that's concerning. But we always have that one guy that just goes off, and we usually end up winning. So
yeah.
I would say Grant and Zerno. Outside of that, I this team their ass. But
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what word you're gonna use, but I think you kind of have to go French with it.
yeah, it's
Jermichael Davis was okay, 9 points, 5 assists. I thought he probably is. I mean, he was actually not bad last year for them. Got overshadowed by the other freshmen last year, but he's probably the only guy on their team that I thought was consistently poised. I guess is the word I'm looking
yeah,
for. The game he had was a game that he would have most nights. It wasn't
right.
as if we did anything to slow him down. Now Dylan Grant, I think we made life hard on him, and he wasn't having a very good time out there. The guy gets 0 assists, only has 2 rebounds as their big guy. They didn't have a single player with more than 6 rebounds, and the only guy that had the 6 rebounds did basically nothing else.
Right.
Had 2 total points, no assist, and 2 turnovers. So he's a net negative. Wasn't just not an impressive basketball team by any stretch. I think if we're being real honest, this is probably Peichel's last year at Rutgers. And I think he'll end up with another job and probably at a little bit smaller school, but you never know. The guy can clearly recruit. What are your thoughts on? Do you think a team like Rutgers, who's probably never really going to have insane success, but had great players last year, should a team like that get rid of a guy like Peichel? And what can they even expect to get in return?
Yeah, I think Peichel's on the hot seat, but honestly, like what you said, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna get? I don't know what the money situation is up there. It can't like I don't think Rutgers is a power player in the pocketbook. Ooh, that
Three
was
point
a
one million dollar budget this year in NIL, which is very
yeah,
low for a Big Ten school.
that's pretty low. I don't know. I'd probably hang on to a guy like Peichel. He can bring in some studs sometimes. He managed to get two top 10
Yeah,
draft picks last year. I mean, it's like what Painter said in the press conference. You're not developing talent like at Rutgers. Like you don't have your 4 year studs that have been through everything, that have went through the highs and the lows. Because like Fletcher and Braden, like their freshman year wasn't anything to really write home about. So,
right. Yeah, most
um,
people were shocked they were playing,
yeah, I
starting.
mean, it's like they've been to the highs and the lows. They've gotten beat at the rack. They've gotten beat by Rutgers at home. I mean, you got to develop talent, and I don't. Peichel isn't one of those guys right now, and you can't do that with a small budget team. You have to have 4 year guys. Like
Yeah,
you
it's like
got,
he's trying to recruit as if he's Duke,
yeah, like
with a much smaller budget. And it's like this year, he has 7 freshmen and 3 transfers. Well,
yep,
and Painter, like you said, talked about that. Like you can't. He said something about he's got some really good freshmen this year, but can he keep them?
yeah,
And that's really what it comes down to. Like, can you keep these guys? Like, we got a guy in Antoine West who could definitely be one of the best players on Rutgers that's redshirting because that's how Painter runs his operation.
Riley Burgess would start anywhere in the Big Ten this year. Just
Yeah,
watching him
Purdue's got
warm up.
multiple guys.
I mean,
Like, and that's the glory of it's. And I don't want to say Purdue. It's Matt Painter. It's what he's built and the
got
culture
to
that
get culture buy-in.
culture by and the right people. Like he
Yep.
says, he doesn't look for the best players all the time. It's the
It's
best
like Dan Hurley,
players
man.
for Purdue. Yeah,
Dan
Hurley's similar.
Hurley, Tom Izzo, Matt
Yep.
Painter. The
Yeah, look
three
at Michigan
best.
State.
Yeah,
Oh, next year they're about to have a top recruiting class, and we'll see.
yeah.
That could be crazy.
Yeah, with Izzo going, man, I mean, it's just like those three develop talent. Like you see Caravan, not my favorite player. I'm not a huge UConn fan, but look at what they're doing.
Look at
I
Solo
mean,
Ball.
they're kicking people's ass right now. I
Yeah,
mean, and we're talking ranked teams, not Minnesota.
yeah, yeah,
So, um,
yeah.
I don't,
They're good. They really
not sure
are.
why I brought up Minnesota, but
Couldn't guess why Minnesota's terrible. One of the worst teams I've ever seen play. There's only one team worse I can think of, but I won't even mention
God,
them.
dude.
Sorry, this isn't just a hate show. Anything else on them? I did think Rutgers shot the ball really well.
Yeah,
To be as dominant as Purdue was in this game, with Rutgers shooting 47 ish, 47. Is that what it says?
yeah,
47% from three.
They're
Um,
hitting doo-doo, bro.
Pretty impressive though to still win a game by nearly 20 points when a
15, yeah.
team's shooting 50% almost from three. So,
Yeah.
and
They
then
didn't
like we go ahead.
their field goals, I mean, 45%, that's not great combining your twos with your threes when you shoot 47% from 3. So, it was like what you said though, is like 3 and get to the hole. Like that
Mhm.
was what they did. I mean, our guys had a lot of fouls. Um, not foul trouble, but I mean, you got 2 on TKR, 2 on Clough, 2 on Cox, 3 on Jacobson. He has got to stop leaning over, dude. Like
Just straight
you are
up
7-4.
with
That
long
shot
arms.
is probably going to miss.
Yeah.
Just jump straight up. Like that one block, that was a doo doo call though. Did you see it when the dude tried to dunk it and Jacob
Oh
swatted
yeah.
him? Dude, like I don't
Yeah.
know.
He's just got to like I just show him film of Edie. Like Edie didn't have a ton of blocks throughout his career, but he affected more shots than anybody I've ever seen.
Yep.
He wasn't a guy who Edie easily could have averaged 7 blocks a game, but he
Yeah.
didn't. He said, "I'm just going to put my hands straight up and not get called for fouls, and
Right.
people are going to go crazy because they think I foul." But if you just go straight up, that's all you have to do when you're that big and that athletic. And I think Jacobson will learn it. He's still new. You got to think like he's technically in the book. He's a freshman. We have 4 years of Daniel Jacobson. By the time he's a senior, if he is in Purdue's system that long, that dude is going to be an absolute monster.
The goat. He might
Um,
be the secondary goat.
People are going to hate him. Okay, let's move on from Rutgers. Like I said, we don't have to make this a super long show or anything like that. It was a pretty dominant victory, but we'll move to Purdue. I did want to start just because like I actually got to watch about the first 8 minutes of this game. Really, that fadeaway three is when I kind of wasn't able to pay a whole lot of attention afterwards because a couple other people showed up. But uh, to me, the difference in watching a game with TKR now is incredible. Like
Yeah.
the guy is going. I mean, he ends up with 13 rebounds in this game. It's his fourth double double. He had in 6 games. He's had 4 all of last season, and he has 4 this year. 2 are 15 rebound games, and this is a 13 rebound. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah,
And
if you don't think TKR is paying attention to social media posts, you're wrong.
yeah, and
Like,
credit to TKR. I
yeah.
mean, guy goes 7 for 11 from the field, 5 for 7 from the free throw line, adds 3 assists. He's doing everything you would want from him. And for me, it's a testament to TKR because he has taken a step back scoring. And
Yeah.
we all know TKR. We love TKR, but that's a shocking thing for me. Like that guy wants the ball and he wants to score. But he's taken a step back from that and he's just become an elite rebounder. That's really what we needed more than anything.
He's not black holing as much. You see his
Right.
eyes up looking to pass down low
Hmm.
to the dunk spot. I mean, we saw a clean pass to Jacobson from him last night. It's like I I wouldn't be surprised if he triples up this year at some point. I
Yeah.
put TKR on triple double watch. Um,
Yeah. If he has a
that was,
game where he gets like 5 assists in the first half,
yeah.
it could happen.
Well, the dump down's always there. I mean, Clough didn't have a great game, but like the stats don't show what Clough did last night. I will say that right now.
Yes. Yeah. And just last thing before we'll move to Clough after this. The one big thing TKR, and it seems like it's different every game who's doing it. You know, that one game it was Fletch, it's been Clough, it's been Jacobson. TKR draws 6 fouls.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing. Like that was what Edie was so dominant at. He would draw 10 to 12 fouls a game. And that puts the other team in such a bind and such
Yep.
a problem because most teams don't have a lot of really good depth at the 4 and 5 position. They might have good players, but they don't have a lot of depth. And to draw 6 fouls, in 31 minutes is impressive. So TKR was incredible in this game, in my opinion. But yeah, Oscar Clough, we can move to him. Um, like you said, visually, from a stat watching perspective, not a great game, right? His plus minus wasn't great. He just didn't. But he was defensively and on the glass. He creates a lot without creating a stat.
Yeah. he had a hand on every single ball that was
Yeah.
coming off the rim. Like he didn't get a lot of them, obviously 3 rebounds, but I'm saying, man, every single ball, and he was getting after. You're trying to hold down a bear, that's gonna wear on you. Like you said, it. I mean, it'll wear you down, man. He's trying to go around you. He's trying to get his hand on the ball somehow. It it wears you down. And whether he had the stats or not, I just the guy is a game changer, and his footwork is getting nasty. He's getting comfortable.
Yeah.
He had he was backing down, towards the center and quick spin move to his left last night, and it was just butter, dude.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, this guy is what we hoped for when Painter recruited him out of SDSU. So
And a big thing with him and what I love about him, maybe most, he doesn't care about
no,
scoring, rebound stats. Like he's there to win and compete, and his motor is exceptional for a big guy. But he's not he's there. I guess that's the right terminology. He's just not selfish. Like he's there
no,
to make the team better and do what the team needs. And if that's 3 rebounds and 8 points, that's great. And if it's 18 points and 15 rebounds, great. He doesn't care. He's
yeah,
not. I guarantee you, of all the players on the team, he's the last guy who looks up at the scoreboard to see where the stats are at. He
right,
just
yeah.
that's not him.
He's
He
a
is
grinder.
he's a grinder. He's in there to make things hard for other people. And I think
Yep.
when he graduates and eventually goes professionally somewhere, he'll develop a little bit more of the shooting stuff and whatnot. And I think he's going to be an excellent pro, whether that's back in Australia, Europe, or even in the NBA. I think he becomes a good pro because the guy's about the right stuff.
Yeah, if he can develop a 18-footer shot or can learn to dribble, he'd be a good pro. I mean, slim down a little bit and
Yeah.
yeah, I got nothing but good for Oscar.
Okay. Let's move to Jacobson. Didn't play a ton in this game. Kind of got in some early foul trouble and then wasn't really required later. But 12 minutes played. Still gets 3 points, 4 rebounds. Like I said, he had a little bit of foul trouble going on there. Wasn't a great game for Daniel. I don't think he's going to have these. I think he's still in that early stage where he's going to have games where he looks like, man, he needs to start. Let's just pump the brakes anytime we think that because he's not consistent yet. he's
Uh,
he's he's in the game and he works hard, but some games it's not a matchup for him.
right. Yeah, he just didn't look comfortable last night. I mean, he looked decent on defense, but putting his arm over guys like that's gonna get him in trouble until he figures it out. Like Edie had the same problem, I believe, his sophomore year,
100%. He
where
got in
he
foul
used to
trouble all the
lean
time.
over and was in foul trouble about every game. Uh, I hopefully Brantley knows how to correct that quicker than with Edie. I mean, he's dealt with how many of these guys, so I think DJ will get there by the end of the year. I think he is a corner piece to us making it far
Yeah.
because he's got to come in and play stiff minutes. Comparatively, oh, Blake, what up, Blake? Blake's in the chat. Welcome, Blake. Welcome. Good to see you. Um, Comparatively, Jacobson and Mayer had the same exact stats last night. So with Mayer shooting more and not getting rebounds, so honestly, not a bad game for Jacobson in 13 minutes.
Yeah, and still gets 2 blocks. So I
Yeah.
mean, IU did lose, Blake. We addressed it on the show. If you go back and rewatch, it was a fun time. Um,
They was milking the cow in the
we actually
barn.
told everybody to turn the show off at that point because it could not get any better than that moment.
Yeah, we're
Um,
not going to be able to do any better than that. That's
Rank
cinema.
Minnesota, rank Minnesota.
Yeah.
They're now 5-4, so
Yeah,
that's a winning
Derek
record.
probably will since he put IU at 22nd on
Hey,
our
listen,
list.
I value undefeated teams. Okay, IU will never see my ranking again. Just know that. Just know that. Um, but yeah, Jacobson still had 2 blocks. He's got, like you said, got to figure the foul thing out. But all in all, not mad with how he played. Think he was fine. I don't, like I said, we don't need a ton from him, especially
Didn't
when
need him.
TKR is rebounding like this.
Yeah.
We already hit on Meyer or not Meyer, Murphy quite a bit. I want to jump to Jakari. I do
Let's
think now the second
go.
half he kind of went away, but that first half, it was like almost back to back to back plays. It felt like that Braden hit him with a sick pass that gets undervalued, and he just knocks down a comfortable looking three. Really, really liked what I saw from him from a confidence standpoint, from a swagger standpoint. I think what you can tell when Jakari hits a three and he gives you a little bit of something, it's like
Mm-hmm.
And then there's games where Jakari misses a three and he almost puts his head down. And it's funny. I just watched my nephew who's in eighth grade play, and his shots weren't falling in this game, and he was getting upset visibly out there. And after the game, that was and I told his mom that when she was sitting there, I'm like, he's got to cut that out. The second the other team sees that, or the coach sees it, and it happened. Coach saw it, took him out of the game.
In your
There,
head, bro.
you know, one of the greatest golfers of all time, Jack Nicklaus, said golf is a game played through 4 inches, right between your ears. Basketball's similar in a lot of ways. I mean, obviously there's a lot more that goes into it physically, but there is a huge mental component to it. And I think Jakari now, this is 2 games in a row with double figures. I'm hoping he's back. See you later, buddy. Love you. Um, I think, yeah, and Blake says here, Jakari was awesome in the first. Yeah, he was outside of Braden really got us going with those early threes, and then he pops in and says, Jakari says, okay, when it's my turn now. And those two guys both had 11 in the first half, both hit three threes, and really sparked us. And I was very impressed with Jakari. What were your thoughts on him?
Yeah, Jakari was a gamer. He's looking like a gamer a lot more lately.
Yep.
I saw him put his head down, go straight to the hole on one. That's Jakari mode. The stroke's looking better, more confident. Um, yeah, it was a good game from Jakari. He's playing a lot of minutes. I mean, him and CJ are almost an even split. So we need him. We need him to do that. We need him to do well.
Well, having both Jakari and CJ is vital because if one is most likely going to be more on than the other at all times,
Right.
and having two options instead of one is going to just be better.
Yeah, and I think Jakari, honestly, like with his size, will play a pivotal role in defending some guys that maybe CJ struggles with, like a big wing, a 6'6", 6'7" wing that's athletic. Like I just,
I agree.
but like I said, man, we got to stop running them to our big men. You pick a spot on the floor and you don't let them get there. That's how we were taught defense. It's like you beat them to that spot. Just
Yeah, and
and
I
I
and Jakari's good at that.
yeah, he cuts off drives. I That's it. I mean, Jakari, good game. 3 of 4 from three, 4 of 5 on field goal. That's a great game. 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Can't ask for much more out of a kid coming off the bench. So
Yeah, and my thing with Jakari too is he does a lot of this in minutes with the bench players, where it's not as easy to get a bucket because you have to work a lot harder to get it. And I think in this game, when CJ started missing shots early, he missed a corner three wide open, and I was like, oh, that's weird. um,
yeah,
it really allowed Harris to kind of take that step forward. And Blake says Harris helps us a ton in transition too. He willingly attacks the rim. I agree. He's a downhill guy when it comes to the ball in his hand. So he's a catch and shoot guy within the offense, but when the ball gets in his hand going toward the basket, he's good downhill. CJ is really not that. CJ is going to want to stop and pop.
yep.
Jakari wants to get to the basket, and he is probably our best transition scorer outside of Fletcher for a three. But did really like what Jakari did today. And we can jump really quickly to
I
Cox.
mean, the
Wasn't his
shot.
best game. Hello?
The
Uh-oh. You frozen? Are you
shot
live?
looked better for Jakari.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And
What?
confident.
No, I'm good.
Okay. You
Yeah,
froze up
that's
there
what
for
I'm
a second.
saying. It was looking good, so I'm happy. My bad. I
It's
got a
all
lot
good.
of things going on my computer.
Um,
Um,
CJ,
Quick, I'll step. Oh, go ahead.
CJ, 1 for 5, 0 for 3 from three. Not a great shooting night. It's gonna happen. Makes 4 free throws though, and this seems to be a new thing with CJ. He got 6 or 5 rebounds. He's been getting quite a few rebounds, to be honest. But then puts up a blank on assists and steals, blocks. Not his best game. Any thoughts on CJ?
Not, not really. He
Okay.
didn't. He didn't impress. There, I don't. I'll do a quick rundown for the people watching. Arkansas is closing out Louisville right now. 30 seconds left, up 9.
Shocking.
Bama's up 5 on Clemson with 55 seconds left. Iowa State is up 117-54 on Alcorn.
They were like 12 for 15 from three at one point or something.
Hopefully they shoot themselves dry.
That's what
So
I was hoping.
yeah. SMU and Vanderbilt, honestly, that's a pretty good game because I believe SMU is still undefeated as well. Auburn is down to NC State, but that's early. And of course, Minnesota over Indiana,
Yeah,
73-60.
we're gonna hit on that a few times.
Yeah.
Blake said, I think Paint will ride the hot hand between the two. Clearly, CJ wasn't feeling it. Yeah, I think this is just going to be an every game thing. And Omer's probably somewhat in that realm too. And we'll jump to Omer. He goes 1 for 5, 0 for 3. This guy's eventually going to start making threes, right?
I don't know, man.
God, it looks so good, but they just don't go in.
It's flat.
Yeah, that might be a good call. It does look a little flat. He jumps so
It's
damn
like
high on it.
Bracy Wright, man.
Yeah, but he has a pretty rough game in all honesty. Only plays 12 minutes. He's -9 on the plus minus. I mean, he like you said, kind of was forcing everything a little bit. Just didn't like his game overall. I'm just gonna mark it off as guys have bad games. He's young in his career. It happens.
Yep.
Anything on your end?
True freshman. It was a true freshman game. I mean, just forcing, just if you stay in the offense, PJ and Painter will get you open. Mostly PJ, because Painter said he runs the offense, so he will get you open.
Oh
Just
yeah,
run the offense. I mean, that's just it. Is sometimes Omer likes to do Omer, and with leadership like Braden, I'm sure he's like, hey, run the set. You will get what you want. Like,
yeah. I
so,
think too. What I've noticed, Omer plays a lot of those minutes with a lot of backups.
yep,
And I think that he's probably been told if it feels like the play has broken down, you've got
yeah,
to go get us a shot.
get a
Because you
bucket.
see it sometimes, like where the initial set doesn't work. They get him the ball back, and it's just 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Plenty of time, but he's like, I'm going one on one.
It's
Don't
like
care.
watching Braden last year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Just
this is Blake says 117 points with 5 minutes to go. That's insane against anyone. I agree. They have played a flawless basketball game. So I'm hoping one. I know that they're very good, so I'm not going to say I hope they're not that good because they are. I'm hoping that they don't come and shoot like that against us, and he follows it up with plus. That's an excellent bulletin board material. Yeah, I mean there should be no doubting what Iowa State is after the game before you play them. They go put up what will probably be like 130.
130, yeah.
I mean, which is it's a 40-minute basketball game.
Yeah.
Like that is insane.
It's pretty crazy, man. Let's
Yeah,
check the box score.
it's kind of unbelievable. Pulled up the box score. I'm going to move on. We only have 2 players left to hit, so let's hit them real quick.
Yeah.
Fletcher, as always, and I will continue this until it changes, has the highest plus minus on Purdue, plus 23. Doesn't shoot it well. 3 for 11, 2 for 7 from 3, 4 for 4 from free throw line. I believe he is now 28 of 29 on the year from the line. Incredible stuff. Really, it just shows you how valuable Fletcher is. That he goes 3 for 11, 2 for 7 from the field and 3, only gives you 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and is the highest plus minus on the team.
Yeah.
There's something to it. It's every game. He is
leadership.
He is the leader. He's the catalyst. He's the guy who gets guys in the right spot. I will never say a bad word about him all year because I spent 2 years saying nothing but bad things about him. And I've committed to not saying anything bad this year. Either way, he goes 2 for 7 from 3, and he's shooting 50% still on the season.
Yeah.
On 8 attempts a game.
He was driving pretty well last night. He was getting downhill a little bit more because they were pushing him off the 3-point line. So Fletcher's smart enough. He knows he was getting into the lane. He's still our best post entry feeder. Like we ran a set last night where DJ actually was running the post feed, and I like that. If you're having a hard time getting it over the top into the post, like that's a really good look right there, especially with TKR down there. But back on to Lawyer, my ADHD just terrible. Yeah, Lawyer did lawyer. He didn't hit his threes. They weren't falling, so he got to the bucket. He got fouled. He fell on the floor. Fletcher.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep saying it until it changes because it's probably gonna change in the next two games. I'm guessing because TKR is catching him pretty quick. Fletcher's our leading scorer, so I love him taking 11 shots and 7 threes. Give me that every game. The guy's a bucket. So we'll move on to Braden. But first, Jameson, make sure to wish me good luck in my basketball game because he won't be here the rest of the week. Well, thank you, Jameson, for telling us to wish you luck. Good luck to you, my guy. Should be a blast.
Yeah.
I love you, buddy. You're a special kind of kid. Also, sure is spelled SURE, my guy.
Make sure.
Make share.
Share.
Make share. Do you believe? Is that
Yeah,
share?
where I don't know her, dude. I can't make her.
All right, last player is Braden. Finally plays a game with 35 minutes. Obviously, he looked really good in the first half. Missed some shots in the second half, but he really is the. We got out to a big lead early, and he's the reason. Was just very, very good. Looking for a shot, making his shot. Ends up with 16 points and 8 assists. God, it feels like he could have had 20 assists.
He should have had like
Yeah.
13 or 14.
Yeah, and that's going to be a theme this year. He makes guys. I mean, that pass he threw behind the back through four guys was nuts. Yeah, Blake says let Fletch shoot, but I wouldn't have mind rolling a little bit more at Jakari. Yeah, I agree. But if you gave me my life depending on it, or Fletch or Jakari from three, I'm taking Fletch 99.999 times out of 100 unless he's missing his arm. Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be the 0.0, and I still might take him left-handed. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, Braden was he's going to be all year long. He's always going to have 5 less assists than he should because he throws these passes, man. He hasn't thrown he's thrown what, maybe 10 to 12 behind the back passes this year, and they've all been perfect.
Clutch. He threw one behind his neck
Oh
last
yeah,
night to Clough. It hit Clough in the hands and bounced off. Man, I was like, it was an easy bucket too.
he threw
Like,
2 of those. He threw another one last night too to I think Jakari.
Then dude's just missing wide open threes. He finds them for like he was stuck on 8 assists forever. I
Think about
said
this.
I tweeted it. Nobody wants Braden to get 9 assists.
Yeah, well, Purdue had 20. They missed 16 threes, and I guarantee you, of those 16, 14 were wide open, and of those 14, 8 were generated by Braden.
Yeah.
So he very easily could have had more. And he's
gotta
gonna
be-
have one of these games where the shots go in and he has 18 assists. It's gonna happen.
You got to be aware when Braden's around. If he has the ball, your hands need to be up and ready. Like,
Bro, imagine
I
how
don't
many
know,
times these
like-
guys have been hit in the face in practice with a pass.
yeah, he just throws a nasty whip pass. Well, we didn't see any of Omer's wizardry last night either. I'm looking for that to make a comeback. I want to see some magic on the floor.
Omer just a rough game, but all in all, a good victory for Purdue. I'm trying to see. We did have 30 points in the paint. I enjoyed that. Anytime we do that, that's great. We started out the second half on a 13-2 run. That was really what ended the game. We went into half up 13, and you're like, it's probably over. And then you go on a 13-2 run, and you're up 25 points at the under 4 timeout. It was everything we needed, and just a testament to Purdue to be able to come out in the first half, throw a punch, get a punch thrown back, and then respond immediately with their own 10-0 run, and then to start the second half like that. Exactly what we have to do. Take the crowd out of it, win the game early.
Yeah, I liked our free throws last night. That was my key clutch performance. 17 of 20. I'll take that any night, man. For a team that has been a little here or there on free throws, keep that up. For a team to shoot 47% from 3 and us win by 16, I think you covered that earlier. It's like, hey, let's go. That's pretty dope.
Right. If you would have said before this game, Purdue shot 37%, 38% from 3, and Rutgers shot 48, we both would have been like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
we lost. We lost. Yeah. So that's a testament just to how much Purdue dominated every other aspect of the game.
Yeah. They did have 6 steals. Rutgers did. We had 4. I mean, I don't know. Nothing to really write home about. They had more points off of turnovers, but I think we cleaned that up. That's just we're in early December. Teams still meshing. Painter teams, And we'll have legs this year is the best part. We get to march. We've lacked legs at some key frames. I don't know. Great game. Largest lead 25. Their largest lead 4. That's a big dub. So
Yeah, yeah.
Iowa State, I will run down. Jefferson has 24. They now have 123 points. Mamilovic 27 on 9 of 12, 8 of 9 from 3.
Look at their 3-point shooting.
Yeah, they're 21 of 28. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah,
How bad is
75
Alcorn?
75% on 28 attempts.
That's
That's
I
the
hope they
craziest thing I've ever seen.
I hope they fall in love with it. I really do. I hope they fall in love with it.
Dude, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I've never seen that on that high of volume, that good of shooting.
31 assists for Iowa State. I mean, that's an impressive number right there in itself. Jefferson with 10 and 24. I mean, all right.
Alcorn State has 25 turnovers.
Yeah, moving forward.
Yeah, we'll have a recap up of, or not a recap, a preview up of Iowa State sometime before the game. Hopefully, maybe we'll do one. It won't be live, but maybe tomorrow we'll get one put up or Friday. We'll have something up for that. And just kind of like a preview of the weekend because there's some really awesome games this weekend, to be honest.
We can do a quick rundown. Then obviously join us live on our space. Lipsy is not playing tonight. I don't know. They said probably not for Saturday.
Can he come back?
I
He can't
I
help
don't
their
know.
3-point percentage.
I've heard no, but I don't want to make that call until we know. They'll probably run it up till game time, but we'll jump into that a little bit tomorrow night. We'll post that. Make sure you join us on Spaces. We do host a halftime space on
Please.
X during the games. We're the only ones doing it, so just come on in and it's a free open mic, so jump in and have a conversation. Um, Blake said
Yeah,
maybe
talk
they're
to
better
us.
with a freshman that can shoot. I don't I don't know, man. Lipsy's pretty good. That dude's a baller. Um,
Yeah, I like Lipsy.
like and subscribe if you haven't. Obviously, everyone that's chatting with us, Blake, you're subscribed, but share it around, please. Tell a friend about it to come hop on with us, and we're on this crazy ride for the long haul now. It took us a long time to get here, but we're here. So let's get this thing rolling.
Yeah, we've been growing pretty well. We're getting close to 200 subscribers, which, to be honest, I keep tabs on a lot of podcasts, and we've gotten there pretty quickly. And some people, we're just consistent, and we plan to stay consistent. Now, there will obviously Christmas is coming up. There'll be some lapses, but nothing crazy. And we do really appreciate everybody who engages with us, watches, who hops on spaces, who follows either of us on Twitter. It's what we love to do. We're not doing this to make money, become famous. If this ever becomes a side gig or a career, great. But if not, it's fine. It's just an outlet for us to be fans and kind of scream and yell about the stuff that we already scream and yell to each other at. So now we're still just talking to each other, but we're have a few other people listening to how stupid we can be at times. But yeah, we just appreciate everybody who watches, and it's a blessing to be able to follow a team that's consistently this good and that has players you can fall in love with. We could be fans of Kentucky where the whole team changes every year and you don't even know who's on it. But we're lucky that we get to watch these guys kind of grow up and become great players and legends of Purdue. We've watched in the last 5 years two of the greatest players in Purdue history. And Fletcher, I'm not even counting Fletcher, who is probably going to go down as one of the greatest shooters in Purdue history. He's breaking records. He just passed Sasha. He's going to pass a lot of other guys. Um, he's we have such an unbelievably gifted fan base. We have the best fans in the country. I posted a short the other day of Campy talking about it. Greg Campy, who, if you haven't watched, go check that interview out. It's hilarious. But just really do appreciate everybody and thankful. and this post-Thanksgiving clarity. Thankful for you guys. Thankful for Dalton. Thankful for everybody who has supported us through this. Greg and Carter have given me some good advice. The guys from Boilers in the Stands, same thing. Just guys like Aaron Fine and Greg Campy for letting us, talk to them when we're a nobody podcast. And I'm still working on getting Oscar Clough. It's still a goal of mine. I know he's not a guy who talks a lot, so it'd be interesting, but just appreciate everybody. And I wanted to really quickly before we sign off, a couple of fun stats where we're at for the year. Purdue players. TKR's at 15 and a half and 11. Wouldn't have guessed that. I thought he was going to be like a 24 and 6 guy again. So he's been very good. Braden at 13 and 9. His assists feel down, but they're still up over last year per game. Any update on Clough? Blake, I'm always working, dude. Don't you ever think. I was in the shower the other day and I'm sending a message to somebody trying to get Clough on this show. I'm just always Cloughing. I'm always Cloughing him.
Shower?
I was in the shower, dude, and things happen. You have shower thoughts, and I was like, I'm gonna make it happen, dude. Sorry. Purdue's 42% from 3 on the year, so that's awesome. 77% from the free throw line, like you mentioned. Like, we're doing the things well that I hoped we would. 42% as a team from 3 is incredible. I think it's wrote it down, sixth or seventh nationally. I looked up Iowa State while we were talking. They were only 38% on the year before this game. I'm interested to see how high up that percentage jumps after a game like this because I've never seen anything like it. But and then Oscar's at 11 and 9. Didn't realize he was, he's a damn near. We almost have 3 guys averaging a double-double. And then you have Fletch, who's 50% from 3 and 96% from the free throw line, averaging almost 16 a game.
Yeah, not to mention 2 quad 1 dubs. So,
yeah. Jameson says he's going to sleep. You need to go to sleep, and you haven't. You keep commenting.
Said it 4 times now, dude.
Go to bed, son.
LOL.
I'm just kidding, buddy. You don't go to sleep until the pod's over. The alarm's beeping, Mike.
We're getting crazy hours.
Yeah, we've hit the 50-minute mark on a freaking Purdue Rutgers blowout recap. Starting to feel a little bit like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
It's a little loopy, dude.
Just watch the 7th and 8th game. Oh, it's time. I'm getting cut off here. Sorry, and then this one's just for everybody else. Thank you for that. That's what I'm thinking. No, thank you, everybody. We'll talk to you guys soon. We're gonna, like I said, have something on Iowa State coming up. That's obviously a huge game, so really excited for that. And feel free to reach out to us, leave a comment, share our videos on your social media if you really want to. It really helps us. When we post something on social media about our channel or a new video coming up, it really helps if people share it. The more eyes we can get on, the better. And one of these days we will get Blake to be our third on the show for an episode. Thank you very much, Dalton. Send him off.
Hey, boiler up.
Hey.
We love you. See you next time. See you guys. Thanks for everything. Later.